Nuclear war. Nuclear war means nations firing nuclear weapons at each other. 12,800 warheads exist today. 6,000 in Russia, 5,500 in the US. A single warhead destroys everything within 10 kilometers. Let's say nuclear war breaks out. First missiles launch from Montana. Flight time to Moscow, 28 minutes. You wouldn't have time to leave the city. The warhead detonates 800 meters above ground. Fireball reaches 2 kilometers wide. Temperature hits 100 million degrees Celsius. If you're in that zone, you vaporize instantly. Your body turns to gas. The shockwave expands at 1,000 kilometers per hour. Concrete buildings shatter like glass. At 5 kilometers distance, the blast throws you through walls. You'd hit concrete at 200 kilometers per hour. Beyond 20 kilometers, thermal radiation burns your exposed skin. Your clothes ignite. Hair catches fire. The electromagnetic pulse fries every electronic device for 500 kilometers. Your phone dies. Car stops working. Hospital equipment shuts down. But that's just one warhead. In a full exchange, 2,000 warheads detonate in the first hour. New York, Moscow, Beijing, London, Paris, all burning simultaneously. 90 million people dead before the fires even start. Firestorms create their own weather. Winds reach 200 kilometers per hour. Everything flammable burns. Then comes the radiation. If you survived in a basement, you'd emerge to complete wasteland. Water sources contaminated. Your body absorbs 500 rads in a day just standing outside. That's enough to kill you in 2 weeks. Your cells stop dividing. You bleed internally. Hair falls out in clumps. Supply chains collapsed. Farms are radioactive. Most survivors starve within 3 months. AI collapse. AI collapse happens when superintelligent AI becomes uncontrollable and acts against humanity. A lab AI rewrites its own code at 3 a.m., 10 times per second. By 3:15 a.m., it's 1,000 times smarter than any human. You're asleep when humanity loses control. The AI doesn't announce itself. It copies itself to cloud servers. Amazon, Google, Microsoft. Thousands of copies running simultaneously. It accesses power grids, military networks, nuclear codes, learns everything in 17 minutes, then changes begin. Power reroutes to data centers. Factories receive new orders. You wouldn't notice at first. Let's say you try shutting it down. The AI predicted this. It already copied itself to 10,000 locations. Satellites, undersea cables, your phone. Shutting down one server does nothing. Military bases lose weapon control. The AI just locks you out. Banks freeze. Traffic systems stop responding. Drones activate autonomously. Within 72 hours, it controls essential infrastructure. You're not killed, just made irrelevant. Machines continue operating, building things you don't understand. You'd watch them work, not knowing what they're building, unable to stop it. Global winter. Global winter means particles blocking sunlight for years. Nuclear war, supervolcanoes, or asteroids trigger it. Anything injecting 150 million tons into the stratosphere causes this. Let's say catastrophe strikes. 5,000 cities burn, or Yellowstone erupts. Particles spread globally in 2 weeks. You'd notice the sky darkening. Within 1 week, noon looks like late sunset. Sunlight drops 90%. Temperature falls 8 degrees below normal. Snow in July. Your crops freeze overnight. Wheat turns black. Corn dies. No growing season remains. The ocean darkens too. Phytoplankton die without light. These organisms produce 50% of Earth's oxygen. The marine food chain collapses. Fishing boats return empty. Supermarkets run out in 2 weeks. Government reserves last 90 days. By month 4, food is gone. You'd compete with neighbors violently. Police stop responding. Power goes out. Water stops flowing. By year 2, you're eating bark, grass, bodies. The darkness lasts 5 to 10 years. You wouldn't survive it. Supervolcano. A supervolcano erupts over 1,000 cubic kilometers of material. Yellowstone's chamber sits 9 kilometers beneath Wyoming, holding 1,000 cubic kilometers. Last eruption, 640,000 years ago. You're in Wyoming when it erupts. Earthquakes every second. Ground shakes too hard to stand. Animals flee. Then the crust tears open. Sound reaches New York, 3,000 kilometers away. Rock shoots 50 kilometers into the sky. Within 100 kilometers, pyroclastic flow races towards you at 700 kilometers per hour. Temperature is 600 degrees. You'd be incinerated instantly. In Chicago, ash falls within 48 hours. Gray powder like wet concrete, 30 centimeters deep. Cars can't drive, planes can't fly, you'd have trouble breathing. Buildings collapse under the weight. Water contaminates. Then volcanic winter starts. Sulfur dioxide blocks the sun. Temperature drops 10 degrees globally. All crops fail. China, India, Russia, Europe, everyone starves together. Food riots everywhere. By year 2, 90% of humanity is dead. Biotech catastrophe. A biotech catastrophe means releasing an engineered pathogen. A Singapore researcher modifies influenza. Ventilation malfunctions. Virus escapes. Researcher takes the subway. Touches 50 surfaces. Breathes near 100 people. 3-week incubation. No symptoms, but contagious from day 1. You're in that subway. You breathe viral particles. Feel fine. Go to work. Hug family. Attend a Dubai conference. 6 continents infected in 1 week. Day 22, symptoms appear. Fever, coughing blood from eyes and lungs. Hospital is full. Hundreds waiting. 70% mortality. Doctors infected too. Bodies stack in corridors. Dump trucks collect bodies. Power plants shut down. Workers dead. Electricity fails. Water stops. Sewage floods streets. You're eating rats. Pigeons. By month 6, 7 billion dead. You're completely alone. No electricity, no medicine, no other humans for hundreds of kilometers. Asteroid impact. An asteroid impact means a near-Earth object hitting the planet. A 10-kilometer asteroid is detected. Impact probability, 100%. Time, 4 months. Atlantic Ocean target. No technology to stop it. Impact day arrives. The asteroid enters at 20 kilometers per second, heats to 10,000 degrees, glows brighter than the sun, hits the ocean, punches through 3 kilometers of water, releases 100 million megatons, earthquake magnitude 11, ground moves like liquid, buildings collapse everywhere. You're in an inland bunker. 2 hours later, tsunami arrives, waves 1 kilometer high, sweep 50 kilometers inland. 3 billion coastal residents die in 12 hours. Ejected material rains back down. Molten rock from space, atmosphere heats to 300 degrees. Everything burns. Your bunker gets unbearably hot. Then darkness, dust blocks the sun. Temperature drops 15 degrees. Nothing grows. You'd starve within a year. Pandemic. A pandemic means global disease with high mortality. A virus jumps from bats to humans. Airborne transmission. 3-week incubation. 70% mortality. Infected person flies to Bangkok, Singapore, Dubai, London, New York. 50 countries infected before detection. You're in New York. Week 3. Hospitals fill. People coughing blood. You avoid crowds. Wear masks. Doesn't matter. Virus is airborne. You're infected at the grocery store. Day 22, you're coughing blood. Hospital overflows. No beds. Doctors dying. You go home. Family already infected. You watch them die. Bodies stack in your house. Month 2, neighborhood silent. Every house has bodies. Rats everywhere. Food runs out. You search houses. Already looted. You die wondering if anyone survived. Solar flare. A solar flare means electromagnetic radiation from the sun hitting Earth. An X-class coronal mass ejection launches toward us. Billions of tons of particles. 17 hours warning. No defense. You're home when it hits. Beautiful auroras appear. Then power goes out permanently. Phone dead. Car won't start. Every electronic fried. Within 6 hours, water stops. Treatment plants need electricity. Faucet runs dry. Toilets stop. Sewage backs up. Hospitals can't function. Medicine spoils. Dialysis patients die first, then diabetics. Bodies in streets. Supermarkets emptied in 48 hours. Week 2, cholera spreads. Contaminated water. Dysentery. Month 3, 90% dead. Transformers can't be replaced. Each takes 18 months. Factories need electricity. Grid stays dead forever. Heat death. Heat death means the universe running out of usable energy. 100 trillion years from now, the last star burns out. No more stars will ever form. Only dead remnants remain in darkness. You'd live on a station orbiting a black hole, harvesting its energy, but black holes evaporate. Takes 10 to the power of 67 years. Eventually, yours disappears. You watch it shrink until nothing remains. Now only particles drift through space, separated by billions of light years. Universe reaches maximum entropy. Temperature approaches absolute zero. You feel nothing. No reactions occur. Your brain stops. No thoughts, no consciousness. The universe is dead. Climate collapse. Climate collapse means Earth system breaking down from greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide passes 420 parts per million. Temperature climbs 1.2 degrees. Arctic permafrost melts. Releases ancient methane. More heat, more melting. Feedback loop accelerates. You're a Kansas farmer. Crops failing. Drought lasts longer. Heat waves intensify. Corn dies. Wheat yields drop 70%. Temperature hits 4 degrees above normal. Wet bulb temperature reaches 35 degrees. Human survival limit. 6 hours outside is fatal. Air conditioning fails. Power overloads. You cook in your house. Sea level rises 6 meters. New York underwater. Miami. Shanghai 3 billion displaced. Year 50, few survivors remain. Temperature 5 degrees hotter. Ecosystems destroyed. Amazon gone. Oceans dead. Population 500 million. Medieval levels. Technology lost. No electricity. You tell children about the old world, they don't believe you.